The Race Relations Act 1976 makes it unlawful to discriminate against anyone on the grounds of race, colour, nationality, including citizenship, or ethnic or national origins. The Act deals with actions not intentions, which constitute direct or indirect discrimination or victimisation. It is limited to employment, training and provision of education, housing and other services within local authorities. The Race Relations Amendment Act 2000 came into effect in April 2001 and draws on the key elements of the report of the Lawrence Inquiry, including in particular its definition of institutional racism. The Race Relations Amendment Act extends powers of the 1976 Race Relations Act in respect of public bodies to include areas not previously covered, notably the police. It places a new duty on public authorities to work towards the elimination of unlawful racial discrimination and promotion of equal opportunity. It requires organisations to have effective systems in place to avoid racial discrimination.
Thanks. I think there's some good applicants here.
Roy's not going to be pleased when he sees these.
It's tough. We live in a multicultural society now, with equal opportunities.
Easier said than done, as I'm sure you know, especially with a complete and utter...
Sorry I'm late, ladies. I've been really busy. Do you know, I've had more meetings to go to than there are asylum seekers in the back of the lorry. Make us a coffee, will you, Carla, love? So how's it going?
Well, we've started to sort them out into the no-opers, the possibles, and the ones we really want to interview.
Right, let's have a butcher's at the High Flyers. No sugar, but plenty of milk, please, Carla. You're not busy, Carla? I tell you what, why don't you go and take a break and me and Joanne will take it from here?
The cul-de-sac, probably.
What'd she say? Oh, Joanne, I'm not happy.
I knew you wouldn't be, but Roy, these days...
Not happy at all. I mean, what sort of name is Gaster Z? I can't even pronounce it, let alone spell it. Here's another one. Arnese. Male? Female?
I've no idea, but there are still some we haven't looked at yet.
Emil? I mean, what sort of sissy name is that for a bloke? It's probably Gabe, plays in a steel band.
Here, have a consolation prize. O'Reilly.
Trouble with them is you don't know if they're going to talk you to death, they'll blow you up.
Well, at least they get that you drank first.
Them and their tick boxes and every other politically correct organisation.
Whatever we might think, Roy, we can't be seen, what with equal ops and everything, to not be complying with all the rules and regulations.
Oh, were you afraid of Miss PC out there? Why should we be afraid to speak our minds? It's a free country.
I can't afford to be accused of racial discrimination.
Soon, the only suitable candidate for any job will be from an ethnic minority who can't even speak or write English. Is unqualified, inexperienced, unmarried, pregnant, gay, with a disability, wants the job share with the family, have maternity leave before the job starts, demand creche facilities, disabled access to everything and everywhere, and before you know it, they'll be turning the Sudden Stationery office into a prayer room.
Prayer mat courtesy of Harrods.
Joanne, you can't say things like that.
Just did.
Well, I think that just about wraps it up, unless you have any questions.
Yes,
We'll be in touch within the next few days to let you know our decision.
I'm I'm disappointed in you, Joanne. Bitterly disappointed. I thought you and I sang off the same hymn sheet.
With a name like that, I assumed he was Irish. We both did.
If O'Reilly is your idea of a joke, I don't find it very funny. I'd hate for us to fall out. He probably keeps his drugs on top of that tea cosy.
You could keep a weapon of mass destruction under one of those. So he's a no-no then, as was Miss Crees?
Oh, yes. Thank God there's only 2 more to go. Who's next?
Potts, then Demnati.
Potts. Thomas Potts. That's the man, trust me. The address is right. Name's right. Demnati, what's he?
No idea, but Carter said his CV looked good.
I bet he's a doctor. Do you know there's only one white GP down at our practice now?
Why do they all want to be doctors?
And it's a woman. I mean, with my prostate problem...
Mr. Potts?
She means Demnati. Sorry about that, Mr. Demnati. We got our files in a bit of a twist. All sorted now, though.
No, my name's Potts. Thomas Potts. Pleased to meet you.
Yes, well, Potts. That's a good old British name.
Just like McDonald's a good old Scots one for Trevor, eh?
Yes, quite well. Moving on. About the vacancy. A willingness to work on social hours is a major requirement of this position. As you know from the job description, the caretaker is required to open and close the building for all users.
Can you see any reason that would stop you from working them hours?
Oh, there are the prayer times.
There's no prayer room at the centre.
How do you manage this in your present job?
It's difficult, that's partly why I'm looking around for a new one.
With space at a premium, it's just a luxury we can't afford.
The centre works around a Christian calendar. How far would you be able to adjust your time to that?
Oh, I'd be as flexible as I can.
Oh, how kind. Part of the job is to assist in the delivery of equipment, foodstuffs, etc., unloading the order off the lorry and storing it. You've no problem with lifting and shifting?
No, it helps keep me fit.
So, no problems then unloading? The meat, for example?
Well, if it's not halal meat, then...
Unloading non-halal meat would pose a problem.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm interested to know, Thomas, what prompted you to apply for the job?
You say you're working towards creating a multicultural society. I want to be a part of all that.
I've got a life and a home to go to, even if you lot haven't.
It's very rude to keep people waiting.
That's Roy for you.
I meant the community leaders, they wanted the meeting, not us.
I'm not waiting much longer. What do they want?
For us to cater to their every whim by the look of it.
I cater to everyone's flipping whim now. It's like bleeding United Nations down there in that cafe. We're fed up of being told who can eat what and when.
Cool it, Suze. Remember your chi.
Plonker. By pandering to one minority, aren't we neglecting the majority? Or am I missing something here? With no staff, no time, no facilities, and no space.
Remember, the emphasis is on political correctness, cultural diversity, and inclusiveness now.
As PC has spoken.
Walk a mile in my shoes, Dave. Why don't you?
We're supposed to be providing a service to the community. But which community? So many of them.
Well, it's been cascaded down to me from senior management that flexibility is the key word here.
Flexibility, my arse. That just means they can't work it out and they're passing the buck. Anyway, why can't the community fit in with us?
And do you know what? When it comes down to it, they don't give a stuff about religious rules and regulations. All they want to eat is pizza and chips.
You think you've got problems? I'm supposed to sort out where the prayer room goes.
I'm not giving up my classroom, I'll tell you that now.
Well, we're thinking of a porter cabin in the car park.
I'm not giving up my parking space either.
Thought you cycled to work, Dave. You're always bleating on about the environment.
If I can't drive to work the hours I do, they can stuff the bloody job.
We won't be able to move for taxis and Toyota people carriers. You know what they're like for parking.
Sorry we're running a little behind. This is Mr. Shah, the community leader with whom we'll be discussing the community's needs.
Demands more like.
And seeing how best we can fulfil them. OK, nearly all present. Hopefully the interpreter will be here shortly.
Sorry, I forgot. What with everything that was going on?
Forgot what?
The interpreter phoned. He's got flu. He can't make it. Sorry.
Nice one, Carla.
I've had to pay for a babysitter, me.
Mr. Shah, we seem to have a bit of a problem. You understand? Problem. No interpreter. No one coming to speaky or lingo-y thingy. Oh, it's a shame to waste time. Shall we just get on with it? Yes, yes. You see, you got that? You see? All it takes is good communication skills. Who wants to kick off?
You really haven't thought about this willow if the community wants to have a bleeding United Nations down there in that cafe. I'm fed up with this telling us who can do what. I mean, if the community wants to build an office...
Channeling the Earth's energies into a creative aura. Besides,
willow if the community wants to build an office, let them build their own. Really can't accommodate a multi-cabinet prayer room.
Just gonna go home, have a good night. She's a bit of a loser. No, I don't really get time to it. Yeah, definitely.
Well, I don't agree with what Fatima said.
I'm a meaner, not
Yeah, whatever. I can't tell one headscarf from another.
Linda, what do you think Jane Austen's attitude was to marriage?
Maybe as an escape, the only way out for most women unless they had money.
Yes. Good. Fatima, what about you?
They didn't have much choice. If your parents tell you to do something, then you obey.
Yeah, if you're a wimp. I bet when Lizzie first met Mr. Darcy, in his wet shirt and boxers, the poor bloke didn't stand a hope in hell.
Stick to the book, Carol.
Same for you lot, innit? Arranged marriages and all that.
What do you think life was like then for an unmarried woman?
Like it's got sod all to do with you. It's all about money and stuff for your parents. Why would you want to be sold off to marry your brother or your uncle?
Best keep it in the family, I say.
I saw a programme on telly, and if you're not attractive enough, or your husband thinks he's paid too much for you, he burns you. Dead meat, right?
Kebab.
OK, moving on. I'd like you to discuss, in pairs, why you think that for Jane Austen, the pleasantest preservative from want was marriage. OK, Amina, why don't you sit with Linda and Fatima? I'll be back shortly. I just have to photocopy these for you.
Fag break. Anyone come in?
Are you okay? I'm sick of every week hearing that Fatima joke, but that was awful, the two of them going on like that.
I'm really gutted. Do you know?
I'm not surprised, that was really out of order.
Why do they do it? It's nothing personal, just don't let him get to you.
Easier said than done.
No, it is easy. I'll leave the class. I don't want to come here anymore.